Hello MAPC Counseling Psychology students from the July 2023 and January 2024 batches. Welcome to Samvedna Psyche. I am here to assist you in solving your assignments for MPCE-023 Interventions in Counseling. Get ready for detailed breakdowns and step-by-step solutions to help you tackle every challenge. Together, we'll ensure you are well prepared. Let's dive into these assignments and make the way for your academic success. Do remember to include the title page and the question paper before you start writing your assignment solutions. Before writing the answers, mention the subject, subject code, tutor marked assignment, course code and assignment code. Let's start with section A. Question 1. Describe the meaning and goals of interpersonal psychotherapy and explain the problem areas addressed by it. I will not go in detail of answers. I'll just show you how to frame the answer and what heading should be included in your answer. And do follow the word limit. I have followed the prescribed word limit as it is mentioned in the question paper. While writing the answer, do remember that you have to leave a space of 3 to 4 centimeters on the left, and after every answer, leave a space of 3 to 5 lines. So in the question, there are few things asked. First is meaning, second is goals, and the third one is problem area. So we'll take these headings one by one. First off, meaning of interpersonal counseling. So because it is described, so don't define it. Go in detail as I have mentioned in 2 paragraphs and describe the meaning of interpersonal psychotherapy. Then move on to goals. Goals, write in points, and each point should be given a heading. So first one, fostering adaptation to current interpersonal roles and situations. Next, emphasis is on present relationship and social context. Next, rapid symptom reduction and improved social adjustment. Cultivation of satisfying relationships and diverse applications. After this, we move on to problem areas addressed by interpersonal psychotherapy. First of all, just give a brief idea how it was developed and what is the time period, etc. And then come to the problem areas. The problem areas which it deals with is unresolved grief, role transitions, interpersonal role disputes, interpersonal deficits, and with this you will complete your answer. Then leave a space of 3 to 5 lines and move to the next question. Discuss critically the solution-focused counseling, highlighting its assumptions, procedures, potentials, and limitations. So again, we have 4 headings in this answer. First, a brief idea about solution-focused counseling, followed by assumptions of solution-focused counseling. Starting with pragmatism, client resourcefulness, cooperative relationships, client feedback, fluctuating problems, and small changes lead to big results. Then we move on to the procedure, which includes envisioning preferred futures, exception seeking, miracle questions, establishing positive goals, resource identification, and then the next heading of the answer, potentials of solution-focused counseling. It is action-oriented approach. It's brief and cost-effective. It is based on the strength, usually the strength, resources, and resilience of the client, clear goal setting, and it helps in reduction of the symptoms. And then the last heading of this answer, limitation of solution-focused counseling. It has limited scope. It overemphasizes positivity. Its reliance on clients' cooperation and risk of superficiality, and lastly, not suitable for all clients. And then you conclude your answer. Let's move on to question 3. Explain client-centered counseling and highlight its key concept. So first you have to tell what is client-centered counseling as I have mentioned in the first para, and then move on to the key concepts. So the main key concepts are congruence or genuineness, unconditional positive regard, accurate empathetic understanding, concept of self, true self versus social self, conditions of worth, positive regard, and need for acceptance. And then finally, you conclude your answer. Section A is completed. Let's move on to section B. Question 4. Discuss the applications of interpersonal counseling in special population. So special population is of diverse types. So we'll discuss it, each one of them. First one, elderly clients. Next is clients with HIV infection. Next, adolescents. Then interpersonal therapy for adolescents, clients with substance abuse disorders, and clients with eating disorders. So this way, your answer will be concluded. Question 5. Describe the techniques for helping children with learning disability. So the techniques, you have to write in points. There are various techniques, and because it's only 400-word answer, so you cannot go in detail. So briefly describe each one of them. First one, behavioral modification approach. Next, psychoanalytical approach, followed by individualized instructional approach, self-instructional approach, multisensory approach, and technological approach. And then conclude your answer. Question 6. Explain separation anxiety and selective mutism. Describe the techniques for helping children with anxiety disorder. So first of all, we will discuss separation anxiety briefly and then the selective mutism. And then we will move on to the techniques. There are various techniques. As it is only a 400-word answer, we cannot go in detail. So we'll discuss these techniques very briefly. So the first one, self-management tools, relaxation techniques, cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT, psychotherapy, psychiatric evaluation and medication, school-based support, behavioral modification, cognitive rehearsal, and parental and family counseling. Question 7. Describe the various types of groups in counseling and the importance. So there are various types of groups which I have included briefly in this answer. First, training groups or T groups. Next, sensitivity groups, encounter groups, task groups, psychoeducation groups, mini groups, in groups and out groups, and the last one, social networks. Question 8. Describe the advantages and disadvantages of eclectic counseling. So first we'll discuss the advantages and then the disadvantages, and each one in points with heading given to each point. So first advantage, it's holistic approach. It has flexibility. It includes broad range of techniques. It is tailored or designed for individualized treatment, and it improves problem solving. Limitations, there is lack of coherence or clarity, need for expertise, it's time consuming, and there is risk of eclecticism, resource and cultural consideration. And then you'll conclude your answer. Let's move on to section C. Section C, question 9, counseling and psychotherapy. Under this, write down the differences between counseling and psychotherapy. Question 10, symptoms of ADHD. Here, briefly mention the main symptoms of ADHD and how it affects the individual. Question 11, psychodrama. What this technique involves and how it is helpful to the clients that you have to mention under this. Question 12, technical eclecticism approach. So here you have to tell what exactly is technical eclecticism and how it is helpful for fulfilling the individual needs. Question 13, object relation theory. Here you have to emphasize the importance of object relation theory and its aim. Question 14, marriage counseling. Why it is needed and what are the different approaches used under marriage counseling. Question 15, informed consent. This is the consent which is taken from the participants before they participate in a research project by giving them the details and telling them the potential risk, and then the consent, a written consent is taken from them. Question 16, ethical issues in e-counselling. Here mention what are the issues due to the online nature of this counselling. Question 17, Gestalt approach to counselling. In this one, you have to tell what is the main aim of this approach and how it is helpful for the clients. And the last one, question 18, play therapy. Here you have to mention what exactly is this therapy, what is the session duration and all, and what techniques are utilized and how it is helpful for resolving the client's issues. So with this, we have completed section C and the assignment. Due to time constraints, I have not included any diagrams in any of the assignments, but please include them wherever and whenever necessary on your own. Thank you for tuning in and entrusting me to assist you with your assignments. Never hesitate to reach out if you need further clarification. If you found this video helpful, your likes and subscriptions would mean the world to me. Stay tuned for more insightful content as together we pave the path to your academic success. Until next time, keep studying passionately. Thank you.